get this going real quick. Make sure this is right. Yeah, everyone keep on my other screen. They're like, "So where are you guys?"
You're here.
I wanna hear she say Vilela, but that's okay.
You want to hear say what?
My surname, actually.
Can you
All
say
right,
his
let's
name?
get this
Oh,
I
it's
think
already
she
live.
can. I think she can.
public. Okay, it should be ready to go for everyone to share, and you guys should be able to see comments on the side in here as long as you're up in the comments section on the top of your screen, top right hand side
Bro.
should be.
Okay, it's like the chat option when I press like the dialog box.
Yeah, you don't want to go to private chat because that'll just show us if we were messaging each other here.
Yeah,
You're
you
going to
go
want
to
to
the
go to the very
comments.
top where it says
Okay,
comments. So that way when
comments.
people are
Okay.
watching live, they can actually say something. And then you can
Okay.
respond back.
Neat.
So that should
Okay.
work. It shows that we're live now.
And
So,
I'm sharing on Facebook as well.
and I'm going to do that real quick. Then we're just going to jump into it. Everyone knows, they've watched this enough to know who I am and what show this is. But they get to see my awesome co-host. God damn it, I do that every time. I always do the
No, it's this side.
This guy right here.
One of
this-
these
Right?
guys. I always do that. It's a mess. It's whatever. But to everyone that's
okay.
watching right now, hi, my name's Lacey, LXP show. It's kind of the season finale right now. I'm here with some of the guys from the band Abstracted, and I'm also here with my co-host, the awesome Gus. God damn it, I did it again.
I'm with Gus. No, I'm with Gus. Gus.
Goose.
I'm here.
So just to jump into it, go ahead. Gus, I'm going to let you give a little introduction to these guys as well and give a little rundown as well as how you guys all met, how this all came about and got developed to why we're here today.
Sweet. So, what we have down below me here is Rosano, or in Portuguese, Rosano, the singer for Abstract. And right there is the there is the bass player, Vilela. And both are Brazilians and they play in the Brazilian, how I can say, that's tech, metal.
Yeah,
The
you
Brazilian-
can call it like progressive metal, I guess.
Yeah,
Progressive
I think
tech
progressive
metal, yeah.
It's better. Like.
Guys, please introduce yourselves to the people here.
Well, I am the lead singer for Abstracted, and I spend most of my time drinking whiskey and saying shit on the internet, mainly on Twitter. No, I'm just kidding. I'm the lead singer for Abstracted, and we just released our first record on April 15th. I guess I'm saying that right.
April 15th, yeah.
Yeah.
And well, the reception lately, yes, it has been amazing. Like so far, people from all around the world is listening to our music. We are like getting lots and lots of positive reviews on the album, and we are stoked to be here. Like it's our second international like face-to-face interview. So it's like conversation. I don't like to say like this interview, very formal things, but that's it. I'm gonna let the German
Vilela
guy there.
Is a bar interview because he's already have a beer.
Yeah, it's almost a bar interview. It's just to keep me awake because it's already midnight here. So yeah, thanks a lot, guys, for inviting us. I'm Riverton. I'm bassist from Abstracted, and I'm playing together with Abstracted since 2014, I think. I'm not sure. I was not the bassist from the first formation from the band, so I came a little bit later, and yeah, I'm enjoying a lot. I mean, I don't have exactly what to say. It's really cool.
You wasn't the former. That's okay.
Yeah, it was good. It gave a nice little rundown. And then why don't you guys mention the rest of the band members that unfortunately couldn't make it tonight, but go ahead and give a little introduction for them. And so that way people know that it's a little bit wider spread of band members instead of just the two.
Yeah, Fernando is our drummer. I think that have you played with Fernando, Gus, on Spala?
Actually,
you were out of the band at the
yeah,
time?
when I left Brazil, when I moved to
Mhm.
US, he enjoyed the band. But when I've been
Yeah.
in Brazil in the last Spala shows, I was in Brazil when I was there watching Fernando play, and I fell in love with that
He's
little guy.
he's an amazing drummer. Like he's very thin and uh, actually that's a topic that I always kind of bring to the table when I'm talking about him. There is a very random fact about him that he actually, besides being a drummer, he's a professional ninja. Like he trains ninjutsu here in Brazil, and
Yeah,
that is a, and we
Yes.
can gladly say that we have a ninja in our band, like a literal ninja.
no
And
one messed with the band.
no fucking messes with the band. And there's Artur. He's the guitar player because actually when we were searching for the when the two new guys entered, they were like they joined the band together. I was the previous guitar player, and because like the difficulty of the new songs, I decided like to focus more on vocals and composition. And well, actually, I don't sing per se. I kind of growl and make like bear noises, but I think that you can count that as singing nowadays. So the Artur is like he's a biology teacher here in Brazil, and he's an amazing guitar player. He has a deathcore band here called Resistência Terminal, which is a great band. They are releasing their new record, and they're
And he plays with the singer from say again, Resistência Terminal is a singer from an old band that I play on Brazil as well.
cool,
Oh, no
man.
way.
Like
Yeah.
Wendell.
Wendell, yeah.
Yeah, man, that's so cool, man.
He's my little bitch too.
Man, he's a
What a-
great singer, man. He's like
He
he
is.
has so much energy, man.
He's a
Like
monster.
destroys everything. And then they joined the band together, and the other guitar player is José, and he's a maestro in Brazil. He actually like I don't know how to say in English, but he does that funny thing that
He's conductor.
with the guys. Yeah, and he's also an amazing guitar player. He has like a vast knowledge on music in general, on music theory. They joined the team, and there's before all the new guys. When we had the previous lineup, we met Carol, that is our keyboard player.
Mhm.
She's an amazing keyboard player. She comes from a different background than us. She's more like a symphonic girl, symphonic metal like Epica, Nightwish, and bands like that. But she's an amazing keyboard player, and I think that to achieve that very moody sound that we were envisioning from the start, I guess that we needed a keyboard because on our first EP we had like this more thrash metal oriented music, and then we developed to a more progressive sounding music. I guess that's pretty much it. That's our team.
It's a
Yes.
great tune.
That was good, and that was detailed. I love that. So it literally, well, no, it worked out great because it literally introduced each one and like followed up on what they do, and that was the out of everyone I've had on that describes their band members, that was the most articulate and best I've heard. I'm being
Yeah,
serious.
Thank you.
That was good.
That's why you need to have more Brazilians here. That's just
Hey, you know?
Absolutely. Call the guys
I'm
from
game.
Resistência Terminal next time.
good idea. Good idea.
Yeah, you should actually.
That works. All right, so that kind of gave into a little bit of about you guys like forming and stuff like that from what I understood. So we're kind of just, since we already went over that, we're gonna jump into some questions.
Okay,
Is that good?
no problem.
Yeah. All right. So
Let's
the
go.
first one, and I guess if there's something that they don't, will you translate
I can
for me?
translate,
in
yeah.
case? Okay. All right. So the first one is one of the singles that stuck out to me is Flesh Made Canvas. And I noticed that you had a excerpt from the Hellraiser movie into that.
Yep.
So can you tell me a little bit of what inspired you to add that clip and write those lyrics and title the song?
Yeah, actually, when we were recording, like I guess I wrote that song when I was maybe 19 or 18 years old. I was very young. And I remember that my dad, he used to like a lot of 80s horror movies, and he introduced me to that Hellraiser stuff. And when I was in high school, like I was I was kind of that edgy kid, that edgy kid that like all the horror slaughter movies, and I was like, I fucking listen to fucking heavy metal, and I fucking love horror movies. And actually, when I kind of dived a little more in Clive Barker's writing style and all his literature, I fell in love with his writing, and I kind of wanted to, because there's a song from a band, a Swedish band called Brave. I don't remember the name of the song right now, but it has an intro with a snippet from Hellraiser 3, I guess, if I'm not mistaken. And I thought, when I listened to that song, I'm like a huge fan of Swedish death metal in general. And when I listened to that snippet, I said I wanted to do something like that because I fucking love Hellraiser and I love that aesthetics. And the lyrics are like, if I was like very new to that lyric writing stuff, I kind of did my best, but I guess it's kind of sketchy the way I get the words done there. It's like that very, I could say it's a surface lyric, not something deep. But I think it's a cool song, It's a teenage song for sure.
It's a cool song.
It's a good song.
Thank you.
Before we jump into the next question, I'm going to throw another one to kind of build off of that one. When you write, you're the writer overall, or is it a group effort?
Collab.
Yeah,
it's a group effort most of the time. Yeah, but mostly it's me and this guy right here that write most of the songs.
Yeah, we can't mess that one up. That's easy to do. I can't mess that one up.
Yeah.
But no, so when you guys do your group writing, do you guys write about your own personal stories, your own reflection, or is it something that you write that's outside of yourself, where you don't really project your own, you as well, more or less you write your own story about what you see or what you feel? It's the reason why I'm asking, because I've actually asked this a couple times with bands that have been on here, and the last one actually brought up a good point. Like, they'd rather tell you a story about something they've seen rather than try to reflect inward. And so I thought that was fascinating. And so that's why I figured I would carry on and ask about that, because hearing the different answers from different musicians are intriguing.
Do you say like music-wise or lyric-wise specifically?
Lyric-wise.
Okay, so that's a question. Heverton, he actually does not write lyrics. I'm the lyricist. I guess that's the right term, lyricist. Yeah, okay. And actually, I guess something like when we recorded our first EP, as I said, I was a teenager and I was very angry and I wanted to take lots of things out of me. And from the first EP to our first record, like our first full length, I guess I had a shift of trying to portray something that reflects things that I'm interested in. Just like Atma com Flux, our last record, it's not specifically an album about my stuff, but sometimes it kind of drags it in, some of my internal struggles, but mostly it's like a concept record about it's like a very crazy story that mixes things from Hinduism, from Buddhism, from all things esoteric, because I was always interested in this kind of stuff, and I guess that the mythology that surrounds this kind of things can translate in a deep level with everyone, like we have in Buddhism the story about like transcending all these material things we know, and I guess it's very like cliche to say things that in music, but I guess that from one record to another, I don't want to like write the same stuff over and over. You know,
Mhm.
I don't want to repeat myself. So I guess that the first record of Ophidian was like an angry record about an angry kid saying angry shit, and Atma Conflux was more like an almost
Mature.
adult, yeah, more mature, and guess it's like a normal evolution, I could say.
Yes.
But yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Not
Each
just
one
in lyrics,
evolves
but
into
in
its own.
instrumental wise. Yeah.
Yeah. Just real quick to let you gentlemen know, if I'm laughing while you're talking, I'm paying attention. I noticed Gus noticed the same thing.
I
The
noticed
comments
the same
pop
thing.
up as you guys are talking, and so sometimes I look at the comments and I chuckle. To the ladies that are watching right now, hi Delphina, hi
Okay,
Chelsea. And I notice
no
people are popping
problem.
in and out, but yeah, I was just reading some of the comments. I don't know. I know he sees them. Riverton and Hosano, do you see the comments?
Yes, we can see.
Okay. That's why
Focus.
I was just like, hold on a second.
I was
I
just
didn't.
tidying my hair.
I looked over and I seen that and I was like, oh man. And then I looked down and I'm like, I'm listening to him. I just read that and I'm like, I don't hope he doesn't think I'm laughing at him while he's giving an answer, because I'm not. It's just.
With
Chelsea
Brazilian.
said that Hellraiser is your favorite movie, Lacey.
It is actually, and you were just talking about that one. When you were talking about that, I was smiling and nodding my head because Clive Barker is everything to me. Books of Blood, the actual books and the movie, not the one that was in the 90s, but the newer one that they did. Amazing work.
Oh, you like this last one?
Huh?
Man,
You like this
everything that
last
he
one?
does, it's like, no, I actually haven't watched it yet. I guess
It's cool.
in a way, I'm kind of old school thinking about Clive Barker stuff. I like Books of Blood. I read the Scarlet Gospels.
Mhm.
I'm reading Magica right now. I like he's just like he just throws horror in such an artistic way. You know, it's like so raw, and I can't manage to. I just can't stop loving the way he writes. And I guess
and you can't help but to feel for the supposed villain in the stories and in the movies and stuff. You end up liking them and the way he spins it in a weird, morbid way, but it makes sense. And it's just one of the things I've always loved about him. I highly recommend watching the remake of Hellraiser. If you haven't seen it yet. And then it was like 2 years ago. I think it came out during COVID when they did the remake of Books of Blood. Highly recommend it because it was true to form. I actually have been working on, I think I told Gus about it during Halloween, the Books of Blood, where they have the actual book itself is a man that's carved with the stories. I've been working on prosthetics because I want to do a photo shoot where I am that would just carved in with the stories. It's shit, like it's weird, it's morbid, cool, but it's my thing. I think it's neat. But to kind of reel it back in a little bit, I noticed that Delphina put, I have a very important question for you guys at the end of the interview. Well, just ask it now. It's fine. While she's typing in the comments, I'm going to go ahead and go into question number 2, if that's okay.
Go ahead.
Inspiration behind between. Now, I may butcher this, so apologize in advance for it. Between
no problem.
Samsara?
Samsara.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Samadhi?
Samadhi, yeah.
Okay. Did I say okay? That's okay. So give us a little reasoning behind that song, like the writing and the musical process behind that.
Should I talk a little bit about the instrumental? Because I just came up with the instrumental. I mean, I was talking with Rosano, and then I just sent a message to him like, hey man, look at this, I just wrote this this week. And then it was really crazy how I wrote that instrumental, because I was in the university in Brazil. So yeah, I studied I did my bachelor in Brazil in classical music. I play also double bass, so I play electric bass, but I'm also here now in Germany because I'm doing my master in contemporary music right now. So at that time, think I was seeing something like Fibonacci sequence. Do you know this? Do you know something about this?
This
don't
name is
know.
weird for me.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, so I was seeing, I was seeing something about Fibonacci sequence. So I was really into the theory classes from the uni. So I was thinking, how can I write a song very different and very how can I say,
Out of the box.
out of the box? Yeah, that's the word, out of the box. Because I was trying to think, how could I combine the rhythm and also how could I change some things into the scales to sound a little bit crazy. Yeah, so then I just came up with the song,
Yeah.
and then Rosano did the lyrics, and yeah, I don't know. I don't have much more to talk about this.
Yeah, actually, that's from the Fibonacci sequence. I think that Tool, the band Tool, they wrote a song. I guess it was not Parabola. It was Lateralis, and that song.
Lateralis.
Yeah. The song Lateralis, and I guess that they follow the Fibonacci sequence in the rhythms, like that part, like before the chorus, it's almost everything on that 1, 2, 4, blah 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 blah, and goes on from there. And I guess that between Sansara and Samadhi, it's a very rhythmic song overall. It's a song that goes like from a very dark place, and it ends like with a very flashy and colorful ending, and with like a very catchy chorus, because the lyrics kind of bring that to the table. It's like the main character from the story, he's like on a dark place where there's two entities that are characters from the album, the story of the album, and they are on a constant dispute for like it's not exactly for his soul, but for his way of thinking, for his state of mind. And there's one which is the lunar body that is basically the bad guy, and he's like poking him and saying, "Go on, fuck yourself up, man. Give up. You can't do things." And that's the samsara part of the stuff. And if he messes up, he's going to be condemned forever to the samsara wheel that the Hindus say, like an infinite cycle of reincarnation and stuff like that. And there's the other character, which is the solar body, which is the good guy, and he's like always cheering him up, and he's saying like, "Oh, nameless man, go on and be free," like a Disney fairy, or stuff like that. I wanted that to be yeah, it's just like a Disney story made by messed up metalheads mostly.
I love it. It's a fairy tale, but like in heavy metal way.
You have to do a song where you start out with that voice and then go into your growl voice. That would be fucking perfect.
In the middle of the gig.
Yeah.
Yeah. To present the song, this is between Sunshine and Samadhi.
Perfect. We should be this next live.
Next gig, please.
That would be good.
Like that.
Please do it.
All right. So this actually comes in perfect timing with her question, and I need to get my charger because I thought I had a better charge on my computer and I don't. So it happens. Delphina asked, who is your prediction to take the World Cup? So you guys can talk to that amongst yourselves. I'm going to go in.
Okay, actually, curiously enough, and I think that none of the guys from the band, we are like much into soccer in general.
Yeah, I think no one is much on soccer. No one.
I guess that from like good Brazilians we are cheering up to, because we need some happiness. Lately things are very dark here in Brazil, and I'm cheering up because here in Brazil there's a costume, and Gus can affirm that to you, that during the Brazilian World Cup games, we don't work almost never. It's like
Never.
a free day that you go to the bar and you get fucked up and you get really, really drunk.
Yeah.
And this is like a very common thing here in Brazil. And they are like blowing fireworks here in Brazil
Right?
because they are not working. And we are always cheering up for Brazil because we don't like to work on business days.
That is
Man, I really miss this. I really miss this. So here I have to work.
I'm here, have a game today, and I was like, oh shit, Brazil's playing today, but well,
Yeah.
people like, oh, Brazil gonna win, right? I was like, I hope so.
And actually, we lost to here in Brazil. We call it's the country of shrimp. You know, camarão, shrimps.
Culture shrimps. Complicated.
Oh, because today we're playing against Cameroons.
It's against shrimps.
And we lost.
We can't even win against a crustacean. How can we even get to the finals?
I think this
don't
kind
know.
of joke, it just makes sense in Brazil, but I love it.
I don't know this question about the prediction.
It's a very good throw, right?
I could hear you guys the whole time.
Yeah. Well, Germany
We were
is already
discussing-
out, so
We were
we don't
discussing.
care about nothing.
Oh, Germany is out of the World Cup.
It's out. It's out.
Already.
They
It's
lost.
out.
Eh.
It's out.
So you're gonna keep on working on business days, Miss Baseman.
But
Mr.
you
Baseman.
know something interesting. Also during the games from Germany here, people were working, so it's not a holiday here. That's why I miss Brazil a lot, because when Brazil play, it's a holiday. So here, if Germany plays, no one give a shit.
Everything in Brazil is holiday.
Yeah, gladly. Thanks God, because I am an attorney here in Brazil, and I almost like my schedule is so fucking insane, man. And I get every opportunity I have to like drag the work down and get away from that shit and work on music, I guess.
Jose is lawyer, actually. He's also
It's an
lawyer.
attorney. I guess that's the term they use in
attorney,
America.
that's how we understand here.
Yeah. I think this is the only thing that I miss in Brazil, like the holiday on the World Cup games. Yeah.
The
the
last
only
World
holiday
Cup
we have in
here,
the
I
States is
stopped to
just
watch a
Super Bowl.
lot. But this one, we close streets here to go watch in downtown. But this one,
Yeah.
I'm not really in the mood. I spent the holiday today playing Metal Gear Solid like all day long.
fair.
Yeah. Sure.
Girls approve.
Very good. It's an amazing game.
Good choice.
Thank you.
All right, are you guys ready to go into the next one?
Let's go.
Okay, so and once again, if I butcher the name, apologies in advance. All right, all right. With the new album you guys have out, Anima Conflux. Did I do that right? Yeah. No?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Do you want to give the viewers, current and that'll be upcoming, 3 tracks, a little brief description of each track? Like between Riverton and Hosanna, pick your 3 that you would recommend viewers to listen to and why.
3?
Yeah.
For me, the
You
first
start,
one I would
Mr. Baseman.
I would recommend Introspection for sure. For me, it's one of my favorite songs. I mean, it's a very, very introductional song for the whole album. It's a really, really proud song. I think everybody likes the Introspection. It's almost impossible to not like Introspection.
Real musicians like it.
Yeah, even not musicians, they also like. So that's why it's really good.
So I think that did you say that we need to like pick three songs, like
3,
1, 2, 1, 2, or 3 each one?
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Can be
So
3.
I guess it's okay. So I'm going for
You can pick the next one. Yeah.
okay. So I'm going for Eightfold Path because it's like I'm like a fucking nerd in general, and that's a song for nerd musicians mostly.
Yes.
And it's like a very complex song. It has like very experimental shit going on. In the middle of the song, it has like a very cool electronic music outro, I guess you can call it an outro. And it was actually made in like those synths that are almost analog synths, you know, like with the cables, and you kind of take that crazy song from it, and there's a loop in it, and it's like it ends after the breakdown. It has like a very folky acoustic guitar part, which I think it's amazing. It's one of the best moments of the album.
Yeah.
And going for quality alone, I guess that Eightfold Path represents everything that we as a band try to achieve, and that's why I like that song so much.
Yeah, I agree. I agree too.
And what's your next pick, Mr. Bassman?
Don't know, bro. I don't know.
It's hard
I
to
would
pick
say-
when you have a great album, right?
It's hard to pick like just one or three because
Because
Yeah.
the album is great. Yeah.
yeah. Well, thank you also.
Nah,
But-
for real. I don't say this all the time.
Thank you very much.
I'm really glad about that. But yeah, probably the next one, Prospection. I would say Between, but Prospection, I think Prospection, it's on my top 2 on my list. It's really okay. The first one for me, it's like the introduction, and then the Prospection, that it's like the last song. I think they both it's like a really good match about what our album says. It's a really interesting closing song for me, and also really prog song. So yeah,
I guess that
No.
people in general, they're like,
to say it's
well, I could say,
it's really hard. It's really
if I
hard
could
to
pick,
talk about my other
if I
song.
could pick,
I feel
If
like
I
we
could-
put you on the spotlight, Riverton, because you're like, well, I have so
Okay.
much to say, but then hold on, I don't have enough.
It's like a dad. It's just what is your favorite kid? Oh shit, it's all my kids. It's hard to choose one.
But
yeah,
man,
absolutely.
it's really hard to talk about our own songs. I mean, for me, it's fucking hard to talk about. It's
There's actually one song from the record that I could say that I have in the most endearing place, which is "Decree of Sunlight," because we had guest vocals of Mike Semeski from he was
Yes.
in Interloper and the Harp Machine, and lots of cool bands and intervals as well. And
the very
he's one of my vocal heroes, and having him on one of our tracks, it's so fulfilling to me. It's like an absolute and utter blast, like having such a person that influenced me in such a deep level. It's like very rewarding in general.
yeah, it's really pleasing. Really pleasing. I would say.
It's cool when you can bring
It's
your
pleasing
idols
the word.
to the things with you.
It's
Excuse me?
pleasing the word.
It's pretty cool when you can bring your idols to play with you. It's
Yeah,
Oh
man.
man,
That kind of
absolutely.
unique thing. Yeah.
It's kind of dream, It's
Yeah.
really cool. It's really good.
It's kind of, oh man, this guy is actually real.
And he's here
There-
singing with me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I know Gus knows about that too, I think. Yeah.
Say hi to the doggo.
Oh,
Togo.
He's
All
like
right.
messing around.
So that kind of segues into your guys' plans for 2023. Since this year is coming to a close, what are your guys' plans and goals that you want to try to go to accomplish going into the new year?
Write new songs.
Well, actually, we have one more music video for Atma Conflux. There's a music video from Introspection that's being directed. Like, it's going to be like almost a short film. The song is almost 13 minutes long.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
the video clip is going to be like this huge short film. I actually checked that on the internet, and I hope that the information is true, but It's going to be one of the longest music videos ever made. And we kind of take that long.
Dope.
Yeah, and it's going to be like a very long video, a very moody video. And there's an interesting information about, and a little spoiler about the music video. We actually recorded that that music video, the band performance, inside Masonic Temple here in Brazil, because I actually know a guy that kind of borrowed this space, and it kind of translates very well the feeling of this mystique thing, you know. And next year we are going to, we are already writing new stuff, and we want to record the new album. And actually the goals, I guess, we want to expand more around the globe, because we are from the first month, like January, we had around 300 followers on Instagram, and now we are around 1,500, and we had like a very good growth in this meantime.
Yeah.
And I hope that we can achieve people all around the globe. We want to play outside Brazil and maybe touring with like bands we like. And I guess that standard band thing, you know, like, I want to be a rock star, Mom.
Yeah.
You guys already are. You guys just don't realize.
I mean, it is a standard question to ask most bands, but for me personally, it's cool to see everyone, like, hear everyone's different goals, which everyone has the kind of same common core goal. You want to travel and you want to get more known and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's just, to me, it's neat seeing that there's still passion in what everyone does, because there's a lot of musicians
Absolutely.
after X amount of time, they lose that. I guess it sounds creepy, and I don't mean it creepy, but they lose that twinkle in their eye, you know, that spark that they have for that stuff. So where it becomes more robotic and more mundane, where they don't feel inspired anymore. So it's a question that I always like to ask, even though it's a repetitive and it's a very, very common question. To me, it's still neat to see that there's musicians out there that still have that drive, still have that inspiration, and still are just, you know, ready for it.
Yeah, actually, since the day one that we released the album, we are actually signed with a label from the US. It's called M Theory. And the guy, I think that he used to work for Nuclear Blast back in the day. I think that he was like a guy from the international management, something like that. And he founded his own label. And from day one, he sent the album for lots of the guys that he knows, and the reception of that album was something that amazed us from day one. You know, it's so many good reviews about the things that we are doing, and actually about that thing that you said about that twinkle in our eyes and what we want to achieve as a band. I guess that mostly the thing that I want to achieve mostly between above all things is never recording an album that I'm not like fucking that I like fucking a lot, you know. Like I don't want to make two records that sound the same. That's something that I put to myself. I'm not going to record Enatma Conflux 2. It's not a 2, sorry. It's not gonna happen. And I guess that music in general it's like a stamping time, you know. Art in general is a stamping time. So if you try to replicate something over and over again, it's not going to be a masterpiece anymore, because it kind of lacks the master, you know?
Yeah, it loses its authenticity if you repeat the same thing over and over again. Yeah, so
I can see that you guys are living something that is cool that I saw this before, because when we are a band from Brazil, we recording and we write things that are scary about, like if I put this outside, just my friends here in Brazil gonna like, or go more than that. And I'm happy to see that. I mean, I hear you guys, and I'm like, dude, this is insane. This is high level shit. And I see that you guys are seeing, and the Spotify just could say right now, because you guys have the release, the countries, and you guys can see the people all around the world is listening to you guys, and people around the world is putting your guys' music in the playlist. So there's a good thumbs up. There's a good thing for we from Brazil that we don't know. Like,
no, absolutely, man.
I want to go outside. It's nice to see that, and I see that you guys are in this moment, and this is priceless.
Yeah, here in Brazil is such a niche market, and I think that every band here from Brazil, even though we love like the local scene, we have amazing bands. We all like the metal bands. We want to be recognized worldwide. You know, we want to have people from weird fucking countries listening to us, and like from all around the globe, and from even like our neighbors here from South America, and guys from Europe, and the guys from the US, Mexico, and Canada. And it's like such a fulfilling feeling, you know, in general, when you achieve that, when you break that barrier that we as Brazilians in the metal scene are kind of born with, and that's amazing, you know.
It's nice to see that you guys have a Valiant outside.
Thank you very much, and you guys are part of that right now. Thank you, Lacey and Gus, for the space that you're giving us here.
Well, anytime. Like I've told Gus the same thing, and any musicians that come on, my door is always open. Just drop me a line, and you guys are always welcome.
I just bring the good ones.
Okay, no problems. We're going to invite our keyboardist, the keyboard player. She's like a very quiet, shy little girl, and when she plays like the keyboard, she's like, and we're like, yeah, it's like the blossoming of a flower.
Yeah.
All right, before we do any more like wrapping up and stuff like that, I know there's a couple people on right now, and if you guys are game, if they want to ask a couple of questions in the comment section, maybe give them a minute or two, let them see if you guys are game for that. Leave it a little open.
Absolutely, man. I'm up to anything you can, you know. Just let people ask the color of my panties I'm wearing right now.
But now that you say, what color is your panties?
I'm wearing a Naruto panty, a pink Naruto panty.
No way! This don't have my respect.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Besides a metalhead, I'm fucking weeaboo also.
Nerd.
And actually, if things were not like bad enough, I am also a Magic player.
You are, right. Dude. So many years that I don't. Yeah. I played when I was a kid, but I play as a kid. When you grow up, you play for real. So. Magic
I actually play competitive Magic nowadays. I go to championships and stuff.
Wait, like Magic the Gathering or Magic as a magician?
No, Magic the Gathering. I'm actually an atheist. I don't believe in magic.
I don't want to know about the card game.
I buy extra expensive cardboard mainly. So can I read a couple of questions, Lacey?
Absolutely, go for it.
Oh, what's your Instagram name? I want to follow you guys. Chelsea. Actually, if you type abstracted BR, like on ball and rock, like after the name abstracted BR, you can find us there. And my Instagram, it's kind of hard to follow, but it's RPMATIUSSI. Can I type on the chat? I think that will be
that is my ABC.
Yeah, Delphina, that's right.
Yeah.
You need to put it in the chat. No one's gonna remember all that.
Actually, my Instagram it's already.
If it says you can't post, if you share it on your phone or anything like that, put the link, and then we could put it in the comment section.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to put like on the chat.
For me, it's right here. So it's just my name as it's written.
My Instagram is ABC.
Easy as 1, 2, 3. So let's go to the next
I
question,
love
shall
these
we?
questions. I love these questions.
Okay, so let's go. Is a U.S. tour in the future? Andrea asks, is a U.S. tour in the future? Well, maybe if
Yeah, we should.
promoters want to hire us, we'd be glad to fly over the U.S. and play with some awesome bands and drink a little whiskey because I fucking love America's whiskey. It's amazing.
It's really good. It's really good. I don't have
I
a
have a
lot to
lot of
say.
here.
Chelsea said, I never could understand magic. I get frustrated. Well, actually, if you
I get
kind of
frustrated.
mix poker with chess, you get magic. So, actually, magic is more about
Poker.
buying expensive cardboard in general, I guess.
It's
Yeah.
like
Monique
Pokemon, but not
Brindley
Pokemon.
said, Hi. Hi, Monique.
Hi, Monique.
Have
Hi,
you
Mo.
played D&D?
Harmony.
Delphina asked, have you ever played D&D? Actually, I
D&D,
have like
Dungeons and Dragons, right?
three games that I play currently. One, I'm the dungeon master, and two, I play as a gunslinger, which is a female character, and she's very very angry most of the time. And the other one, I play as a warlord, and he's a fucking nerd, and he uses glasses and everything.
Yeah.
That's a real nerd.
And well, actually,
I
I
don't play none of this.
I really like D&D, man. I think that it's one of those things that kind of make me abstract from myself and kind of
Abstract.
it was everything calculator. You know, Delphine she's a paid actor. I hired us to make that pun.
Yeah.
Very clever,
Paid
sir.
actor.
He's like, I brought her in to do a little advertising for what I do.
No,
Almost
yeah,
true, man,
actually, Delphina said, "Oh shit, he's a nerd." No, yeah, actually, I am a fucking nerd, and
Yeah.
sadly, I have to
I mean,
live
everybody in
with that
abstract is a
curse
freaking nerd.
for the rest of my life. I try to like do normal stuff, but since a very early age, I fell in love with manga and and Dungeons and Dragons and heavy metal, which is I think that the worst
You
decision
know-
of my fucking life.
Being normal is boring. You're doing the right thing, bro.
Yeah, I guess
And
so.
besides,
I think
like, there's no
Yeah.
normal really. It's just everyone's own perceived notion of normal.
yeah, exactly, man. I think that's what I like mostly about like metal in general. It's like I think that the term misfit is not a right term, but I guess that everyone that doesn't fit in that most in that like pattern and that standard thing, they are kind of into something different. And metal guys and metal people are always in that kind of mood, like. You have power metal, which is a fucking nerd genre. It's all about dragons and slaying, saving princes, and there's Manowar too. And Manowar, they kind of like playing with their underwears, and I guess that's a
They play
nerdy
with
thing
the
to do.
No, it
Okay.
makes sense. I watched the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction for this year, and Rob, they did Judas Priest. And I don't know if that's showing my age, but they've been around for a very long time. They're very good.
Uh-huh.
Shut up, Gus. I'm just being honest.
I won't say a thing, man.
But anyways, when they were getting inducted, he said something that I thought stood true. He said that with the heavy metal community, that there is no, there's no judgment in race, your religion, anything like
That's
that. It's
true.
basically, like you said, just a bunch of nerds just
That's
playing,
true.
having a good time, and
Mhm.
it's accurate. Like it's a very open, welcoming, just for the love of music.
Yeah.
So that's
And
when you were
actually-
mentioning that, that's what it reminded me of.
That's something that we stand for. Like that's one of our flags because actually, even though our lyrics are not about politics, I believe that everything kind of is inserted in the politics means. So every space we have to talk about like this stuff, and like we have in our band like our keyboardist. She's a lesbian girl, and like we have to stand for the rights of the ones we love, and every time we have that space to go on, and even though on our lyrics we don't approach that kind of things, on our normal lives or like the artist's opinion, we have to stand for what's right all the time, and I guess that's the thing that we value the most there.
All right, and here's a question to tie in with what I see posted here. What is Magna? And I don't know, what is that? Is that another cardboard toy? Like cardboard expensive?
No.
Oh, I think that it's manga. Like,
what is that?
It's like, como é que fala história em quadrinhos?
It's like
I understood a little bit of that just now.
It's Japanese comics.
Hey, it's Japanese comics.
It's yeah.
So it's like anime-ish.
Yeah,
but some comics, yeah. It's like the source of anime.
Yeah, so
before
the anime,
for the record, Portuguese is not that much different from Spanish because you asked how do you say. I heard that clear as day. Yeah.
Do you speak Spanish?
A little bit.
Okay.
So let's hablas español.
No.
Hablas español? No, they are very similar languages in general. They have like the same source. Yeah, and Chelsea said you read from right to left instead. That's right. You need to you start reading from the right pages to the left pages. And that's a little bit confusing in the start, but you get used to it most of the time.
It's just because of the Japanese language.
That's when
and there are amazing stories.
Y'all are talking at the same time, and it just canceled out. I'm like, okay, I see everyone's mouth moving in unison. You know how you hear that Windows, when the Windows like gets ready to shut down and goes do-do-do-do? That's what it is. It's like...
Rosano first.
Okay.
Okay. So the manga you read from left to right, and well, I guess that's that. And in the difference from it to the comics is that it's always in black and white. If it's not in black and white, it's not real manga. They scammed you. That's the rule.
That's the culture of the manga. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you went first. So what we're going to say?
The manga start from the left to the right because there you separate the nerds to the no nerds. If they start to write to the right way, well,
it's just a skill show off that you can read in each order you want. It's like to be both left-handed and right-handed. Like I'm a fucking. Yeah. So the term in English it's very similar to Portuguese. We say ambidestro. It's ambidextrous. Yeah. It's very similar.
Actually, I learned this yesterday talking with my girlfriend. I don't know whether it was the same.
Yeah, actually, that's why I said like it's right-handed and left-handed. So you can say like ambidextrous as well.
Ambidextrous, yep.
Oh, my dog is like, oh, good boyzinho. So, anyone in the chat has any more questions for us? You can ask us about manga or like how much we can drink in a night or the color of my panties, but those questions were already answered. So I guess
actually I can't drink anymore because it's so fucking late here.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. Just like if you can't drink, stop drinking, you fool.
If you can't drink, do like us.
No.
Drink
water.
Tea.
It's late, and I should not do a lot of noisy here.
So if you can drink,
Riverton, what are you drinking? I know you mentioned that you were drinking a beer or something. What is that?
Yeah. I was drinking a beer, Heidelberger. It's a German beer. It's a Pils beer. Yeah.
Heidelberger.
Yeah. We say Heidelberger here.
That actually sounds as me singing, like growling, Heidelberger.
Yeah. Heidelberger. It's right there.
The German is born with this talent already. They are really like, oh,
yeah.
I know how to do growls because I'm German.
They're such a metal country, They
but
are
also,
Germans are born Norwegian mostly.
They are what?
She
Chelsea,
said,
Chelsea
yeah.
it's asking if Germany is beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, and it's also fucking cold. Now it's like 1 degree Celsius here. Um,
Nah, it's not that
man,
cold.
man, I mean,
It is
it's not
cold. It is
winter.
cold.
It's not winter yet, and it's already 1 Celsius degree. So it's cold.
Oh yeah.
Para aí,
Today here in
cabeção.
Denver is well now it's true, but in the morning was 4 negative.
So your
Yeah,
guys
here
are in
also.
winter right now.
Yeah, and
I'm
you
not
are in
even
the
going to say what the
summer.
temperatures are here. You guys will be
Arizona doesn't
upset.
count. Arizona is good. Arizona is how it's not. Arizona is the hell. It's a good hell, but
Yeah,
it's the hell.
Well, in the mornings it's 36, which is freezing to me.
Oh, how I
No,
wish to be in
wait,
Arizona.
wait.
I love hot weather.
No, but
36
But during the
36,
summertime, it's
36 Fahrenheit.
127 degrees.
It's
but
And in the
36 Fahrenheit.
summertime, you walk outside and his head's
Man,
on fire.
it's literally it's a literally desert.
Yeah.
So there in the
So I
summer
think
is 40. I mean 40 Celsius for she understand. It's
yeah.
like 40s easily. You go outside the hotel, you're like no, never mind. I'm going back.
So Delfina said, Lace, you need to do a drink interview with these guys. I have not left more of any of your lives, dude. Okay, I'm down for it. Whenever you guys like, I can like have Gus is going to understand what I'm talking right now. Because as a fellow Brazilian, there's a cachaça here that we call 51.
Damn.
This
51.
one
Yeah.
is like this is the absolute like devilish. It's like devil spit, I could say that tastes
Yeah.
like devil spit
71
and gets you fucked up very, very, very fucking
71
fast.
proof?
very
It's like
quickly.
it's
Is that
like
what
a
you were saying?
tequila from hell.
Is it like 71
51. No,
proof?
it's 51.
51?
51. Yeah.
Oh,
51 is like
I'm counting in
yeah,
Spanish. Hold on. Yeah, so it's 51. Okay.
Yeah, that's the
I
name.
did it
It's
quietly
like-
so no one could hear me.
I could, but I would be quiet.
when I was like when I was on my doing my I'm not major. When I was like in college, I had no money like to go on to nightclubs and drink at the same time. So I used to like buy a
Drink.
bottle of that shit and like
Corote.
mix with soda, corote, famigerado corote, and we
Your
drink that
poor
with
little-
soda.
Probably like, help me, please.
Corote is like a little bottle, but like
It's
a
the
it's like
shittiest
a
one.
straight
It's the
up
shittiest
alcohol. That shit is fucked up.
shit.
Mm.
Yeah,
It-
it's like
it tastes
I
like
could
shit.
say the guys from. I guess that you only drink that if you're in college or you're an alcoholic, maybe.
If you are
Or the only two hypotheses where you can
Or
drink
if you're
that.
the homeless.
You're an alcoholic.
Yeah.
You drink it before you're a college student. There's no mixing the two.
Yeah, absolutely. When you're a college student, to maintain your sanity, you have to. Wait a second. There's something going on here. Oh meu Deus.
What's wrong?
He fucked up his camera.
Nah,
Yeah, we
voting.
can hear you, but
Something.
So,
I was like, he
uh,
was frozen.
You froze like a
and that's like when I was in college, I used to drink that shit all the fucking time. Nowadays, I drink I maybe 3 or 4 times a week, maybe.
damn.
I'm just
Yeah, you
kidding.
have to-
No,
To go
that's
into
it.
that, which she mentioned about that, I don't know if I would do necessarily a drinking because I don't really drink. If I do, it's like on a rare occasion, and I'm a lightweight, so I would get like halfway through my drink, and I'd probably be drooling and laughing, and then fall over on my chair, which would make good entertainment.
I mean,
However-
a lot of people want to see that for sure.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
But
For sure.
maybe not that, but definitely that would be something that if everyone's game, I'd be game. We can literally spitball some ideas and probably roll it into the new season. Something to
No
think about.
problem, man.
That's a
We're
good
always up
idea.
to
It'd be cool.
talk to
I
nice
would
people, and you guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you for being
Yeah.
such awesome hosts.
Thank you, and before because that's kind of like rapping, but I'm not but I am going to do it before I forget. Thank you to Gus because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have even heard you guys. And this is the stuff that I love. I love when I get to talk to different musicians. We end up networking, and I get to meet other musicians and make this grow bigger and bigger. So thank you to Gus, and thank you guys for being on here. But before we do any of that, I wanted to ask, and I asked Gus this, and sometimes I ask questions that are very jackass questions, but I'd rather ask than not ask. I asked if you guys, yeah, no, it's like, it's stupid when you actually hear it when it comes out of your mouth. I asked him if you guys celebrate holidays over there, and he said, yeah.
That's a yeah.
But I
like
meant,
Christmas.
like,
It was like a.
The last time we talked, we did a holiday here that they don't celebrate. It was Halloween, because I'm a big Halloween thing. I celebrate Halloween all year round. But so I meant to say, like, if it was everyone, like, not everyone is in depth. Like, some people are really excited about Christmas and go all out, where other ones are kind of like, I should have worded it better, but it came out completely jackass. And I'm like, do they celebrate the holiday? But what I meant to say is that, like, are you guys doing anything for the upcoming holidays? Do you have any plans? Are you going to be hanging out with family? You're just going to be hanging out in general? You know, stuff like that.
Actually, here in Brazil, there's a common thing that you spend Christmas with your family, and the New Year, like, you can go wherever you want, and just like, get really fucked up. That's what I meant. So I'm planning, like, on going, maybe I'm spending with my family mostly, and on New Year, a friend invited me, like, to a countryside, and maybe I'm getting kind of
fucked up.
As we say in Brazil, legal.
That means everything will be fine.
Legal.
Legal.
And Robertson, how about you? Are you going to be there for the holidays in Germany?
Yeah, I'll stay here with some friends. So actually, my family is so far away from here now in Brazil, so I don't have a choice. I have to stay here. And usually, I don't celebrate a lot of
holidays.
A lot of holidays, but yeah, this year it's kind of special. I think it's the first Christmas that I will stay here now, so I'm kind of excited, like, to hang out with friends and drink some beers, and yeah, let's see.
It's a kind of different Christmas in Germany, right?
Man, it's really different.
It's Christmas.
Christmas.
No, it's Weihnacht.
Weihnacht.
Yes.
Yeah, that actually sounds like one of the medication I took for the flu last week. I guess something like an antibiotic or something.
Man, but here it's really beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. They have here the Weihnachtsmarkt. It's like the Christmas market. It's like some parties in the street that you can go and also drink some wines and meet people there. It's really beautiful. A lot of lights and trees of lights. It's wonderful. I mean, I have to.
Is your first time in Germany?
Huh?
Is your first time in Germany?
No, it's not my first time, but actually it's my first time living here, actually, but not my first time here.
Okay. So, that's cool. I never been in Germany. I've been in Europe, but never been in Germany. I want to.
You have to come to Frankfurt.
I will go into Punkspool.
Frankfurt.
No, I need to go. Last time that I've been there, I was too busy, and I wanna. I mean, how you guys can see my last name, my family is from Germany, so I want to go there to see some roots.
See is like Kellendorf. This is really German, man.
Really German.
So actually, guys, how do you pronounce, like, your last name? I'm not saying like the right pronounce. I'm saying how do you pronounce?
I will do the right pronouncing.
I do the right pronounce because I learned with my grandma. She's German.
Okay.
So
okay. I could say it's Kellendorfer.
It's not bad.
Yeah. Actually,
it's all the time with me. People, it's me.
It's Kellendorfer.
And the fun fact that here in USA, people already have issues to say my first name. Gustavo.
Yeah.
But they like Gus. What was like a Gus? They're like, Gus. So
yeah, it's easier.
And put my first name and my last
easier.
name. no one can speak my name. So yeah.
Here, everybody have problems to say my name, my surnames. It's really fucking up.
That's why you never try to tell them to call you Tavinho.
Come on.
I guess. As far as I know, Americans have a very huge problem to say to pronounce the NHO. Tavinho.
Oh, Tavinho. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sensacional.
Man, this was so fucking
Okay, guys.
All right.
Oh my
So, and, before we wrap up, is there any upcoming plugs you want to do? Anything you want to advertise to push? We'll start with Gus, and then we'll just work our way around.
Okay.
Sound good? All right.
Start with me.
Shoot, go for it.
Okay, sure.
I didn't mess that up that time. We'll start with you.
Look at you. Good job.
Sharp as
It
a
only
knife.
took 50 fucking
Look at
times of me
you.
messing up to finally get it right.
Well, I just released a new song today with my new band, Bury My Demons. So
Great.
who wanna go there, see some, I don't know, what is that? Metalcore, heavy metal, whatever. We have a featuring Christian Machado and Ariel Luster. Christian Machado from Lions at the Gate, Ariel as well. Both are ex El Nino, and Ariel is ex Machine Head as well. So
Nice.
we put this team to make the single sounds badass. So, and have a more coming, but for now, you guys just
Andrea, here is your reminder.
medication.
Alexa's like, I'm going to chime in.
And this too, my cat need medication. But yeah, so just put Bury My Demons out there, and you guys will check it out. Our new
All
track.
right. And then, Hosanna?
Okay, so well, follow us on Instagram. It's like I guess it's on the chat. It's wait a second, my dog is like, my mom just arrived and he's like screaming and making weird noises, right, Pitbull?
Now your dog. Okay, so should we
All
wait?
right, well,
or
he's
go?
gone. We'll go to you, Riverton.
Okay. Yeah. First of all, of course, I would like to thank you guys.
Sorry
No,
for the interruption. And we're back on here.
He was with the headphone. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so follow us
We'll
on
come back to you,
Instagram.
Riverton.
Okay,
No, just
so
just go. He's back
You
again.
go, Rosado. It's all good. It's all good.
Can I? Okay.
Yeah.
They're making fun of me, Mom.
But I mean, probably we'll kind of say the same thing. Like,
Okay,
first of all,
so-
I'd like to thank you guys a lot for inviting us, for bringing us on your space here. And
Pleasure.
go follow us on our Instagram, abstractedbr. I think it's already here on the chat. Someone put it already.
Mhm.
So my Instagram is this one right here also, and from Rosano is RP Matuzzi. And enjoy our music. Also support your local bands. This is something really important that I want to say, because you never know what can come up from the local bands. There's also a lot of good stuff, so you have to check and support the local bands. And now Rosano, no, here.
Rosano.
So let's
You
go.
did just what I always do. I like,
You're not the only one.
yes.
Yes.
Okay. So actually, first and foremost, thank you for the space. It's been such an amazing. It's not like an interview. It's been an amazing chat. I love to interact with the guys from the actual chat here, and follow us on Instagram. And actually, we have a site that you can purchase all our merch, and it is great. We have like a very cool art. We have eco bag we ship all around the world. We have
mugs.
we have a mug. Yeah, we have a mug so you can hit your annoying friends with it straight in the head. It's very hard. I can attest. I hit my mom all the time with that. and you can go forward and do stuff like that. And actually, our 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 site so you can purchase our merch is abstracted.com.br and support your local artists and just pretend we are your local artists even though we are in Brazil. Okay, don't forget.
You
And
guys
if you
ship in the
forget,
US?
I'm going to bite your butt cheeks. All of your butt cheeks.
You guys shipping all the merch to US?
Yes, yes.
That's why.
We have a contract with like a factory that it's like a empresa têxtil. I don't know how to say that in English, and that's it. I guess that it's you guys had enough of my band, my insanity for one night. So
No, you're fine.
I-
Don't go anywhere yet.
Delfina put it the
Okay.
right way right there.
no,
She-
no problems. I'm not leaving. I'm just
She
like
put the right-
I'm just checking
No,
the
we were
chat.
we were just laughing because when you stepped away, I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, we'll just go to Riverton." And then also you just came in like not missed a beat, and he was talking. You're just like, you're like, "Fuck you, dude. I'm gonna keep talking."
No, I'm actually using wired headphones, so I wasn't listening to him there.
Okay,
Makes
okay.
sense. All right, I missed some of these chats too. I'm gonna. scroll up.
So I see that Chelsea says she's wearing my Simpsons shirt all the time. Good job, Chelsea. Now you can buy the abstract merch. So now you can have a two different badass merch. My
Yeah,
one
please.
and abstract.
Exactly.
go.
Buy merch because so if you don't buy merch, we fucking starve to death, and you're gonna
Yeah.
feel guilty about
If you
that.
don't buy merch, we need to
Yeah,
drink
please.
if you want.
Please buy our merch because buy our
We
merch.
are condemned to drink 51 for the rest of our lives if you don't buy, and that thing just kills you straight up. No,
Yeah,
no
destroy
big deal. Just
No big
absolutely evil.
Yeah. We have to pay our bills, so please buy our
Oh,
merch.
John
I have
Allen
to pay my
said that
bills.
Gus is.
I have to pay in euros, so please buy it.
Next time we're gonna make a window where it just features your arms, so that way everyone can just look at your
Wow.
arms.
It's because
I'll
It's
interview
John-
them next.
It's because John just said that I'm hot. I'm like, I'm not sure.
Fuck.
That is the picking hand. I know that. Like all downstrokes, make that with the arm. You know.
All the downstrokes.
Which down?
Well, actually, I'm okay. Oh, sorry. I could say sorry.
The downstrokes. The downstrokes.
Hey, whatever works, man.
love it. That's perfect. Sorry, keep it
All
going,
right.
guys. I just like to laugh sometimes.
So
That's
for
funny.
those are for everyone, we'll put the links for everything to follow them, to check out their website. We'll actually have the actual links. Delphina, thank you, but I'm gonna actually do the links. So when we get off, I'm gonna have you guys message me or Gus, whoever. That way I can actually post it, or you can because you have access to it too. That way they can go directly. And side note for everything, I look at it universal as supporting local bands, and that's why I've been doing this for years. It's all about bringing notice to these bands such as yourself that are so good, and I feel like everyone's missing out on an opportunity to hear. There's other musicians that aren't mainstream that are just as good as mainstream artists that are still trying to get into the mainstream. So that's the whole purpose of the LXP show and Lacey's experience and stuff. With that being said, for everyone that's watching or will be watching, I can't say this enough about supporting your local music scene or just the local scene in general. Buying merch, going to their actual website and purchasing, whether it's a single or an album, it benefits them more than what they would do. Yeah, putting your stuff on Spotify and stuff like that. Yeah, it works, but you get like 4 cents per play, and that really doesn't add up to much of shit. I'm sorry, but that's just how I feel.
That's
It's
true.
my show. I'm just going to throw it out there. So going to their websites, going to their social media accounts, and buying direct is the best way to support any of your bands, because yeah, it spreads the word using Spotify and more people have access, but they literally don't make dick on them.
It's just for promote. It's not for making.
It's good for exposure,
Mhm.
but it's not
Yes.
good to actually help them so they can have money. And I'm not saying you guys in general. I'm just saying musicians in general to help them to
General,
make the
yeah.
next album, to make more merch, to be able to tour. So it's stuff like this, like going to their website and purchasing, that actually helps more than anything. Plus, it's almost
Absolutely.
Christmas time, so everyone needs to go and buy shit. Like, just buy it up, have fun,
Yeah,
send it to people.
yeah.
Um,
Bands always have a good stuff for Christmas.
exactly. But with that being said, Gus got those arms from helping me. Oh, Jesus.
That's my singer. I always help it out.
Nice.
That
Yeah,
works.
actually, Gus developed those strong arms with lots and lots of downstrokes, as far as I know.
See, even people in Brazil remember.
Oh, man. With that being said, we're gonna wrap it up for everyone on here. For you guys, don't go anywhere. I'm just gonna end the broadcast and then I'll go over a few things before we actually log off. But to everyone
Okay.
else, thank you for joining. Everyone, thank you for the questions and the comments, and thank you guys for joining. Thank you, Gus, for helping me out on this one. Everyone, you'll probably see a little snippets of stuff from the LXP show here and there, but I'm pretty much wrapping it up until February. But I might throw a few things out there here and there between now and then. But thank you, everyone, and thank you guys, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.
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 Bye.